quadratic equations. So we have the following objectives in this lesson. We have number 1, illustrate quadratic equations. Second one is to write the quadratic equation in standard form. So this is the standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And then we're going to identify the value of a, b, and c. So sa video na to, sa lesson na to, kailangan muna nating malaman ang iba't ibang mathematics concept na kailangan nating i-apply sa quadratic equation natin. So, number 1 is the products of polynomial. Okay, dapat alam natin kung paano mag-multiply ng polynomials. So, dapat alam natin kung ano ang distributive property. Okay, at alam natin kung paano gamitin ang FOIL method, which is, ginagamit ang FOIL method sa pag-multiply ng binomial by a binomial. Okay, and then, we have the addition property of equality. So, ilan lamang yan sa mga mathematics concept na kailangan nating i-apply or maaari nating i-apply sa quadratic equations natin. Because there are quadratic equations which are not written in standard form. So, magagamit natin yung mga concept na yan para ma-write or para maisulat yung quadratic equation sa standard form. Okay, so let's continue. So again, this is lesson number 1, illustrations of quadratic equations. Okay, first we're going to recall on how to find the products of polynomials. Okay, number 1, 2 times the quantity of x squared plus 5. So in this expression, or in this polynomials, we're going to use the distributive property. So this is a multiplication of monomial by a binomial. Again, we're going to apply the distributive property. Okay, we multiply 2 times x squared, and that is equal to 2x squared. The next, 2 times 5 equals 10. The product of the polynomials is 2x squared plus 10. Number 2, find the product of monomial by a binomial. We're going to use the distributive property. Okay, we multiply 4x times x. And then it is equal to 4x squared. And then 4x times negative 3. The answer is negative 12. So the product of 4x times the quantity of x minus 3 is 4x squared minus 12. Okay, next, number 3. So, number 3, we multiply binomial by a binomial. We're going to use a FOIL method to multiply x minus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, or we can also apply the sum and difference of two terms. Okay, but this time I will going to use FOIL method. So, I will going to multiply the first term. F stands for first term. So, x times x equals x squared. And then we have O. O stands for outer term. Outer term are x and 3. So, x times 3 equals 3x. And then we have the I. Okay, I. I is for the inner term, which is negative 3 and x. So, we multiply negative 3 times x, and that is equal to negative 3x. And then the next one, we have the L. L stands for the last term. Last terms are negative 3 and positive 3. Then we multiply. The answer is negative 9. We combine like terms. Again, ang like terms natin dyan is positive 3x and negative 3x, which is pareho silang may variable na x, or pareho sila ng variable at pareho sila ng exponent. Again, maiko-combine lang natin yung terms kapag same ang variable at same ang exponent. So, we combine positive 3x and negative 3x. Okay, we add, and then we have x squared, positive 3x plus negative 3x is 0. Okay, and then we have negative 9. Therefore, the answer is x squared minus 9. Okay, next, number 4 example. This is multiplying binomial by a binomial. Okay, again, we're going to use the FOIL method. Okay, the quantity of x plus 6 times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay, F stands for the first term. So we multiply x times x equals x squared. O is for the outer term. So we have x and 2. So x times 2 equals 2x. I is for the inner term, which is 6 and x. So 6 times 6 equals 6x. And L stands for the last term. Therefore, we have 6 and 2. Then, 6 times 2 equals 12. So, again, meron ulit tayong same terms. So, i-combine natin yung same variable and same exponent, which is, we combine 2x and 6x. Okay, so we have x squared, 2x plus 6x equals 8x plus 12. Therefore, the answer is x squared plus 8x plus 12. Okay, next, number 5. Again, this is multiplying binomial by a binomial. And then we're going to use the FOIL method. F stands for the first term. 2x times x equals 2x squared. And outer term, we have 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And the inner term, which is 3 times x, which is 3x. And L stands for the last term, 3 times negative 5. And that is negative 15. Again, we have like terms. So we combine. We're going to add. Okay, add negative 10x plus 3x. So therefore, we have 2x squared, negative 10x plus 3x. Okay, different sign. So kapag different sign, subtract natin. So that is 7. And then copy the sign of the bigger number, which is negative 7. Okay, the bigger number is 10. Therefore, we have negative 7x minus 15. And then, now the answer is 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. So, since alam na natin kung paano mag-multiply ng polynomials, so let's proceed. What is quadratic equation? A quadratic equation in one variable is a mathematical sentence of degree 2 that can be written in the following standard form. Okay, when we say standard form, we have ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, again, when we say degree 2, ito yung pinaka-highest exponent ng equation natin. Dapat ang pinaka-highest na exponent ay 2. Okay, para maging quadratic equation. Okay, so para mas maintindihan natin kung ano ba or yung mga example ng quadratic equations, okay, so let's have this activity. Quadratic equation or not. We have number 1. Okay, so sabi ko kanina sa inyo, quadratic equations kapag ang highest or the degree of the equation is 2. Meaning, ang highest exponent na makikita mo sa equation ay 2. So, in number 1, x squared minus 3x plus 6 equals 0. Or this is an example of quadratic equation. Kasi ang highest exponent niya ay 2. Next, number 2, we have 4x squared minus 16 equals 0. This is quadratic equation. The highest exponent is 2. Then, 2x minus 3y equals 0. This is not quadratic equation. So, next, number 4, 3x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. This is quadratic equation because the degree is 2. Then, y squared equals 100. A quadratic or not? So, this is also a quadratic equation because the highest exponent is 2. And then we have 3x equals 4y plus 5. A quadratic or not? Okay, so this is not quadratic equation since ang highest degree niya ay 1. And last, we have number 7. 9x squared minus 25 equals 0. Okay, so this is quadratic equation because the exponent is 2. Again, quadratic equation kapag ang highest exponent ay 2. Okay, or if the degree is 2. Next, so what is the standard form? Standard form, it is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Okay, pag naging equal to 0 yan, okay, magiging linear na yung quadratic natin. Kasi magiging 0 na yung value ng ax square. Okay, so hindi na siya magiging quadratic. So, where ax square is what we call the quadratic term, bx is what we call the linear term, and c is the constant term. Okay, we have an example number 1. Example of quadratic equation. We have 2x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, in this example, we will going to write this equation in standard form, and we will going to identify what is A, what is B, and what is C. So this equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is already in a standard form. Okay, now identify A is 2, okay, B is 4, and then we have C as negative 5. So that is how to identify the A, B, C of the quadratic equation. Okay, next, let's have another example, number 2. We have 2x times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 12. So this is also a quadratic equation, but this is not in standard form. Okay. This equation is not written in standard form. So we need to rewrite this equation into standard form. To rewrite this equation into standard form, we have to expand the product to change into standard form. Expand the product meaning we simplify, we multiply this equation. Okay, 2x times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 12. Again, we're going to use this distributive property. So 2x times x equals 2x squared, and 2 times negative 3 is negative 6x. Then equals 12. So we need to equate to 0 kasi hindi pa yan naka-equal sa 0. Okay, let's continue. Okay, 2x squared minus 6x equals 12. Okay, to equate to 0, this is the first step. Okay, we're going to use the addition property of equality. Okay, pag sinabi nating addition property of equality, kapag nag-add tayo sa may left side ng equation, mag-a-add din tayo doon sa right side ng equation. In this example, okay, para maging 0, yung right side natin, yung dito sa may right side ng equation natin, kailangan matanggal yung 12 at maging 0. So, mag-a-add tayo ng negative 12, both left and right of the equation. Okay, and then simplify. We have 2x squared minus 6x minus 12 equals 12 minus 12 is 0. So, therefore, we have 2x squared minus 6x minus 12 equals 0. So this is now, this equation now is in standard form. We have ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. So next. So since naka-standard form na siya, we can now identify the a, b, and c of the equation. A now is equal to 2. And B is negative 6. And C is negative 12. That is how to identify the ABC of the given equation. Okay, next, let's have an example number 3. Okay, what if we have this equation? Okay, 2x plus 3 times the quantity of x minus 5 equals negative 7. So this is quadratic equation. But this is not written in standard form. So we need to write this equation into standard form. Okay, so kailangan nating i-apply uli yung mga mathematical concept or mathematics concept na nauna nating na-discuss. Okay. So to change into standard form, we expand the product. So how do we expand the product? Okay. So, in this situation, we need to use the FOIL method. So, F stands for the first term, so 2x times x is 2x squared. O stands for the outer term. The outer term is we have 2x and negative 5. So 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. And then I stands for the inner term. We have 3 and x. So we multiply 3 times x equals 2x. And L stands for the last term. We have positive 3 times negative 5 equals negative 15. And then equal to negative 7. And then we combine like terms. We combine negative 10x plus 3x, or we add negative 10x plus 3x. Then now we have 2x squared, then negative 7x minus 15 equals negative 7. Again, we're going to equate to 0 by applying the addition property of equality. Para maging 0 yung right side ng equation natin, which is negative 7 ito, dadagdagan natin siya ng positive 7 both left and right of the equation para ma-equate natin sa 0. Next, we have 2x squared minus 7x, then negative 15 plus 7 equals negative 7 plus 7 equals 0. Since meron pa tayong dalawang constant, kailangan natin siyang i-simplify ulit. So therefore, we have 2x squared minus 7x. To simplify, we add negative 15 and 7. So negative 15 plus 7 equals negative 8. Why negative 8? Pag same sign, nag-a-add tayo. Okay, pag different sign, nagsusubtract. Since we have negative 15 and positive 7, which is different sign, then we subtract. And then copy the sign of the bigger number. So which is bigger? The bigger number is 15. So we have negative sign equal to 0. We have the equation 2x squared minus 7x minus 8 equal to 0, which is nasa standard form na. It is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Next, identify natin kung ano yung a, ano yung b, at ano yung c. A is 2, b is negative 7, and c is negative 8. Okay, so let's continue. We have, again, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is standard form. Again, so in this equation, ax squared plus bx plus c, kapag yung b ay 0, so we have 0x. Okay, mawawala na yung bx. Okay, magkakaroon lang tayo ng ax squared plus c equals 0. So, etong equation na to, ax squared plus 0 plus c equals 0, is considered na standard form of the equation kahit na wala yung bx. So, example, we have x squared plus 3 equals 0. Okay, so this is in standard form. Number 2, negative 2x squared minus 9 equals 0. Standard form din. And 4x squared minus 25 equals 0, which is standard form din. Ang middle term lang niya, or ang second term lang, or ang linear term lang niya ay 0. So next, we have ax squared plus c equals 0. When b is equal to 0, we have x squared plus 3 equal to 0. Number 2, negative 2x squared minus 9 equal to 0. And 4x squared minus 25 equals 0. Okay, so we're going to identify what is a, what is b, and what is c. On number 1, our a is 1. Okay, kapag wala tayong nakikitang number before the variable, that is always 1. How about the b? B is 0 and c is 3. Ang c is laging constant. Next, number 2, a is negative 2. Next, b is 0. Okay, and c, which is constant, is negative 9. And for number 3, a is 4, b is 0. Okay, wala tayong linear term. And c is negative 25. So now, you already know how to find the standard, or how to rewrite the equation in standard form, how to identify the a, b, and c. Okay, so let's have your activity. Write each quadratic equation in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and then identify the values of a, b, and C. So I will give you an example. So the quantity of x minus 2 times the quantity of x plus 7 equals 0. Okay, in standard form, it is x squared plus 5x minus 14 equals 0. And the value of A is 1. Okay, again, pag wala tayong nakikitang number before the variable, ang coefficient niyan is 1. And B is 5. And we have C equals negative 14. So good luck. Let's try this activity. Number 1, 5x minus 3x squared equals 2. Number 2, 2 minus 3x squared equals 8x. Number 3, the quantity of x plus 2 times x plus 7 equals 0. Number 4, we have 3x times the quantity of x minus 2 equals 9. Number 5, the square of x minus 3 plus 4 equals 0. Kapag naka-square yung binomial, for example, itong x minus 3 and then naka-square siya, it is equivalent to x minus 3 times x minus 3. Okay, dino-double natin yung binomial. So now, it is in the form of x minus 3 times x minus 3 plus 4 equals 0. And then, since meron na tayong dalawang binomial, i-multiply na lang natin yan. So it's up to you kung gagamitin mo yung method ng square of binomial or FOIL method. Good luck! Okay, so sa video na to, napag-aralan natin yung how to write the quadratic equation to standard form. It is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We already learned how to identify the a, b, and c, and we also learned how to apply the different math concepts like the distributive property, the addition property, and we also learned how to find the product of polynomials. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. So for more math video lesson, you can search Mathish and then click playlist for the compilation. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and to click the bell button below. And please share this video para makatulong po sa iba. Okay, so for more clarifications, corrections, suggestions, okay, pwede nyo pong i-comment below. Okay, so that's all for now and thank you so